I was entering a phase in my life where I was leaving the warrior phase and entering the wise man phase. That's what I hear from you.
And I had a ton of fun teaching and coaching real estate all the years that I did. But this is different because you're teaching people in the real estate setting how to go out, buy assets, build wealth, all
How to be a warrior.
How to be a warrior. Here, you teaching people how to become the person they were designed by God to become, so that then they can go and help and serve the people that's been assigned to them. Just to parallel it to the Bible, it's like it's discipleship in the marketplace is what it is. And I just feel at home in this season, bro. Seriously, this is what I tell people. If you think you want to coach, ask yourself, would you do it for free? And if the answer is yes, then go get paid the most amount of money that you should to do it.
Welcome to another episode of Out of the System. I'm your host, Leo Climaco. Today's guest is one of my favorites. He's a really good friend of mine. I love these guests that been to the old podcast, to the old studio, and now they come to the new studio. This guy is a real estate genius, someone that others follow to know what to do and how to do it. Someone who has created an entire industry around teaching entrepreneurship. Brian Adamson. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, bro. I'm happy to be back because a lot has changed. Obviously, right? But I took a hard pivot last year.
Did you?
As you talked about real estate, that's what I've been known for forever.
Yes.
And just being obedient, I felt a nudge from God to help coaches and consultants in this particular season. Russell Brunson has this famous quote of, typically when you look to help people, you help the person you were 5 years ago.
Yes.
So when I first got on the scene, that's who I was. I was helping people transition out of corporate America, traditional business, into full-time real estate investors. And then after doing that for 6-7 years and having a ton of success, learned a lot, went through all the ups and downs with marketing companies and all the rest of it. And a lot of people started reaching out, trying to figure out how to make their coaching programs and consulting firms better. Right. And organically, it just made sense. And so me and my partner came together. He's like the marketing guru. I'm the sales guy. And we combined forces, and we've been helping coaches and consultants in a very short time scale quickly. One of our guys, Alex, he came in the program in end of February. He made $600,000 in the last 5 months. So this would be a good conversation for those that's listening if they want to learn how to make more money online.
How did this come to be? Break it down for me. Were you guys one day just chit-chatting and man, we should fucking do this?
So this is the beautiful part, right? So, and you and I, we both cut from the same cloth in that you should surround yourself with more people like you.
Oh, yeah.
And we attract who we become. So the more that we evolve into the person we need to become, we will attract and surround ourselves with more people like us.
Correct.
So David...
recognized game, bro.
Game recognized game, bro. So David was actually my marketing agency for my business.
Got it.
Like 3 years ago, I hired him. And I just really appreciated the way he served, the way he showed up for his clients, that he kept his word, he did all the things.
That's awesome.
And so we had a client-vendor relationship for a couple years. And so we went through all the tough conversations and difficult decisions, and God was really just molding us at that point in time. We didn't know for what, though.
Right.
And then late last year, it was like, bro, I think because I started having dreams and visions, and he was having them, and we would be in each other's dream, right? And neither one of us are vivid dreamers, so it was odd that this was happening.
Yeah.
It'd be like I'm in a conference room or he's in an auditorium.
Wow.
And
you're seeing the future.
We were seeing the future, bro. And so we were like, you know what? We don't know exactly what this means, but let's just try one event. We called it the Buy Back Your Time Challenge. We did it in November last year, and the response was crazy. But what we learned from that was, while people, yes, were interested in buying back their time, they were also interested in purpose. People were at a place in life where they felt unfulfilled. Regardless of how much money they were making, they didn't feel like they were doing the thing that God created them to do.
Yeah.
And so we revamped it. We called it Purpose to Profits, and we've been running with it since January, bro.
Purpose to Profits.
Purpose to Profits.
I love that.
Yeah.
What was the event called?
It was the first one was Buy Back Your Time.
Buy Back Your Time.
Which we show them how
That's
to
a
buy
good
back
brand.
their time, right? But it really, when we heard the people, they really were talking about purpose. Like, how do I tap into my purpose? How do I do work that doesn't feel like work?
Do you know what I'm hearing
What's
as
that?
you're talking? It's a conversation I had with my therapist like a year ago. She was telling me that I was entering a phase in my life where I was leaving the warrior phase and entering the wise man phase. That's what I hear from you.
That's good, bro.
Like the shift,
100%.
you know?
100%. And I had a ton of fun teaching and coaching real estate all the years that I did. But this is different
Yeah.
because you're teaching people in the real estate setting how to go out, buy assets, build wealth, all the
How to
things,
hustle.
right?
How to be a warrior.
How to be a warrior.
Yeah.
Here, you're teaching people how to become the person they were designed by God to become, so that then they can go and help and serve the people that's been assigned to them. And so, just to parallel it to the Bible, it's discipleship in the marketplace is what it is. And I just feel at home in this season, bro. Seriously, it's this is what I tell people. If you think you want to coach, ask yourself, would you do it for free? And if the answer is yes, then go get paid the most amount of money that you should to do it. But if you won't do it for free, don't collect a check for it, because I believe it is a calling. I think coaching is a
100%.
calling.
You have to be able to handle other people's energies and not allow that to contaminate your energy so you can stay grounded to help other people.
That's good, bro.
You know?
That's real good. Yeah. I mean, it's showing empathy
Yeah.
without being sucked into it completely.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a couple of steps, a tidbit into someone watching, someone considering to become a coach. They're an expert in a field and they want to go teach others. What's a couple of tips that you can give that they can start doing on their own?
First thing is this. You got to figure out, who do you want to help? How do you want to help them? And what's going to be their payoff? So we had this framework for creating an offer, right? Most people think you start a business by starting a business, but you actually start a business by creating an offer.
Right.
Once that offer performs, then you go and put the framework of a business in place.
You test it out first.
You should,
Yeah.
right? But most people, because they're so excited with the idea of business, go get LLCs and trademarks and websites and all the accoutrements of business. But until you're making money, you don't have one.
Right.
So let's go create the offer first,
Yes.
right?
Before you spend all that money.
Before you spend all that money. I like to lead with revenue, not expenses. So let's go create an offer, sell it to the marketplace, and then use that to go put the infrastructure in place. So I like this ABC framework. So A is identify where are you picking up your prospective client from pain, potential, or pleasure, right? A lot of people automatically assume when they sell an offer that they should only talk about pain, but everybody ain't in the same type of pain.
Right.
So some people are in a painful situation, they hate their life, all the things. Others are in a potential situation where maybe they're making $250,000 a year in corporate America, or maybe they got a business that's making them money, but they hate the business. So they know that there's untapped potential that they need to get into. And then you got other people that's in a season of pleasure. They've done something 20, 30, 40 years, but bingo and golf has gotten old. They like, I need to feel like I'm still doing more than just existing.
Right.
So you need to identify that and speak to that, right, within the offer. Then, so that's point A. Point C is their payoff. So as an example, if we were going to the Maldives, our travel agent would send us photos, videos of the water bungalows, not the 28-hour flight with 3 legs we got to endure.
That's a good point.
So you need to illustrate to them what is their payoff.
Right.
Okay.
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me? WIFM, everybody's favorite station.
Yep.
So point A is where you pick them up from. Point C is where you drop them off at. Point B is the journey by which you get them there. The problem with society is this, though, because as educators and experts, we spend most of our time creating B. So that's the thing we think is most important. The 100 modules in the back office, the how many Slack channels, that's the process by which you get there, but you don't sell them the 28-hour flight, you sell them the water bungalow. So the first thing I would tell anybody is take that framework, that ABC framework, identify where you're going to pick them up from, clearly articulate to them where you drop them off at, and then let them know the process by which you get them there.
That's awesome. I mean, if someone actually takes that blueprint and actually executes, they'll be successful. If you've ever wanted to do a professional live stream but got lost with complicated software, StreamYard is the software for you. You are able to stream simple and powerful solution directly from your browser, no install required, and deliver studio quality broadcast with features such as interviews, screen sharing, banners, and real-time interaction. Is the ideal tool for any creator who wants to level up their live content without the headaches. I use and recommend it to anyone who wants to stream professional content and truly engage their audience. If you do lives or know someone who does lives, this is the link that they need right now. Click below, get access to StreamYard, and transform your broadcast today.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Because most people today sell B. Because out of self-interest, they feel like if I sat down and spent all these hours recording these modules, if I sat down and put together all these templates and ebooks and all the things, because that's what's most important to me,
right,
that should be what's most important to you. But we live in a society where everybody wants the easy button. So they don't care that it's 100 modules in the thing that you spent your time on. They want to know which 3 do I need to watch right now that's going to get me to 6 figures. That's what they want to know. And so we have to stop thinking for the marketplace. We have to stop thinking for the marketplace and think from the marketplace, right? So if I'm thinking for you, then I'm assuming what you want.
Right.
But if I'm thinking from you, I'm letting you communicate to me what you want. That's 2 totally different things.
I think a lot of people, like, that goes over their head.
Bro, think about it. So me and my wife pescatarian, right? We go to, well, to get a nice piece of fish, you got to typically go to a nice steakhouse.
Yeah.
Go to the steakhouse. They come in. You know, you want sparkling, you want flat. I take sparkling, some ice, lemon, and lime, all the things. Then they come back and say, can I show you the menu really quick? And they go through all the things we don't eat. The Wagyu this, the 24-ounce that, the tomahawk this. To then say, so what are you guys thinking tonight? Actually, I'm going to do the Chilean sea bass. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chilean sea bass, right? Now, here's the thing. I walk into an establishment where I'm going to spend $300 on a meal. I probably looked ahead before I got there, right?
Right.
So what do you think happens when the waiter who thinks from the marketplace shows up to the table and say, what are you guys in the mood for tonight? As opposed to, can I show you my whole presentation that I do on autopilot like a robot to
Right.
everybody? Somebody leaves there with a bigger tip. So if you take that same approach in business, you're going to get a bigger tip. If you start thinking from your client's perspective instead of for it.
I love that. What I'm hearing is basically like, just care about people, care a little more, listen a little bit more,
Take the time to listen.
put a little
bro.
more effort.
Take the time to listen.
It's crazy what a difference that makes in how feeling human will allow you to connect with somebody, which will then make you more money.
1,000%. I heard somebody recently say, AI will be remarkable, but people will be relatable.
AI will be remarkable, but people will be relatable.
So it's a lot of people right now that's using AI, and I'm not against it, but they're going out and they're getting a lot of remarkable content. But in order to have a human experience, you still got to be relatable.
Yes.
And you be relatable by showing true empathy for the people that you've been called to serve.
I feel like we're going to reach a point where if you don't have a brand, you won't be relatable,
1,000%, bro.
right? Like
1,000%.
people won't even know who you are.
The faceless YouTubers and the faceless, you in trouble because
Yes.
everybody already has their antennas up, assuming that thing is AI. And so there'll be some, that'll geek out
You
on
can make some money, make a quick buck,
1,000%.
but it's not sustainable.
I agree with you 100%, bro. 100%.
Yeah. I think the hardest shift that I think people like you and me are trying to make is to help the small business owner, that small entrepreneur, understand this. I think they're the ones lacking behind. They're the ones still maybe stuck in a old post-AI world, post-social media world, not wanting to adapt, not wanting to really evolve. And a lot of them are being left behind.
They are. Which for some of them, so we got this framework. It's the 3 Ps, right? So when your passion aligns with your purpose and your proficiency, that's your profit center. Passion plus purpose plus proficiency equals your profit center. So for a lot of these small business owners that you're talking about, hopefully that they went and got proficient at something long enough to where if they're passionate about helping others, that they can go out and actually create a new profit center. But it will require them to build a brand, though. There's no getting around it.
There's no getting around it. I want to talk about the B for a second, right? The A to the C to the B, okay? Because you seem like you have it really structured. Speak on that a little bit, about building that foundation, about figuring out exactly what that foundation is once that offer is already built.
Yeah, so it's 2 things to understand. The way in which people view things today is, if it's free, they're looking for information. If it's paid, they're looking for transformation. So when people pay you, they don't want to be overloaded with a bunch of information. They want the least path of resistance to get them the quickest transformation. So there used to be this idea that the more I put in the program, the more valuable it became. But it's actually how fast I get you to pay off makes the program more valuable. So me now, as an educator, as a coach, as a consultant, I got to sit down and say, okay, what levers do they need to pull in what specific time frame to get them the result that they're looking for? And then put that in the program and get rid of everything else.
Got it.
Because less is more in the coaching and consulting world as it pertains to how much the consumer wants to consume. Everybody attention span low. People already fighting for time they don't have. And so to bombard them and overload them with more work to do to get the result, they rather just keep working or doing whatever they're doing.
Why do you think we have this overload mentality?
Because, see, we come
More
from,
is more?
because I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. We come from a traditional school system where volume is value.
Yes.
The more volume of work you do, get you an A++. The more volume of work you do, get you a PhD. The more volume of work. So the traditional school system has failed us by making us think that volume is value. When really, no, the more valuable it is because of the less work that you have to do to produce it.
I think it was correct, the school system,
Okay.
for a different generation. When they were trying to pump out workers.
Oh, 1,000%.
Right?
I would agree with that.
Right? Because
their model worked for them.
Yes.
It don't work for us.
Correct.
That's my point.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think this new generation, like the Gen Zers, half of them are going to be entrepreneurs.
I agree with that. We'll see the largest segment of entrepreneurs
Yes.
from that generation.
I agree.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
They do not want to be part of the system.
No.
They are so against it.
The question, though, is just because you don't want to, are you willing to do what's necessary so you don't have to?
Yes.
Because I think that's the other part. I think people have now quickly arrived at what they don't want to do. But are you willing to do what's necessary so that you don't have to do that, though?
And those that will.
Did anybody call you to wake you up this morning?
No.
Okay, me neither. I didn't
No.
haven't gotten that call.
No.
Nobody tells us where to be and where to be at. We have to know that for ourselves.
Yep.
Right? I was telling somebody the other day, I said, the day that my wife got to ask me, when's the last time you done something? Just know I don't have a wife no more. I don't deserve one, right? But can you condition yourself to where you your biggest critic and you your hardest boss to get up and put in the work every day so that you don't have to go that traditional route?
Where do you think men can develop that discipline from?
Other men, bro. Women, ladies, single moms, y'all heroes. Make no mistake about it. We love you. But men have to be around other men to learn how to become a real man.
Facts.
It just is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
You know? We become who we surround ourselves with. And I was just having a conversation on one of my coaching calls about this the other day where, think about the gospel, right? It was put out a couple thousand years ago, just as relevant, vibrant, and effective today because of the disciples who continue to perpetuate spreading it, right?
Yes.
Then you look at this place, bro. It's beautiful.
Thank
right?
you.
I don't think a robot came in here and did this. At least not yet. It was human capital.
Yes.
So what's happening right now with all of the young men that's not interested in the trades, like who's gonna do this for us? So it's dying out, you know what I mean? Because of this generation, and I'm not mad at it. It is a digital age, but we still need somebody to step up and say, I want to be an electrician. I'm gonna be a plumber.
Yes.
I'm gonna work with my hands. Like it's nothing wrong with me sweating pipe.
Right. And back to the point that we were saying earlier, you can still use social media.
1000%.
You can still make a brand by being a plumber, by being a electrician, whatever you want to be. It's only going to help you more.
1000%. 1000%.
Like the two can coexist and should coexist.
And should coexist.
Yes.
And should coexist.
Right.
Your social media is your new business card.
Right.
So to your point, you should be handing that out every day in the form of posting content every day. You're handing out your business card to the world. And there's no reason why, you can't, as a young man, 19, 20, fresh out of high school, you could go and learn under another skilled journeyman, whatever, and you could be making $250,000 by the time you're 23, 24 years old.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, Leo, but it scares me because I'm like, what happens when that dies off? Do we outsource it? Does it become more expensive? I mean, I know AI is trying to do some things where they're already building homes and all of that, but everybody won't have access to that, right? And people are still gonna want people in their homes doing work and all those things. I digress, but I just think it's important to your point that we still teach young men how to be men. They should know how to change a flat tire.
Yes.
They should know what a flathead and a Phillips is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you don't know, please go look that up, okay? Like, these are important things, fundamental, I think, as a man, that you should know how to shake a man's hand firm and look him dead in his eye.
Look him in the eye, yes.
Whatever happened to keeping your word? That's, like, optional now.
Yes.
So,
being honest.
Yeah, that part. Mm-hmm. And so we the old get off our line guys now, I guess, But
you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm okay with that.
Because I mean it.
Yeah, exactly.
As you do. Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
And we're not just spouting off problems without being a part of the solution.
Right.
Like, I'm raising my hand every time. I'm mentoring a young 23-year-old guy right now. Took him under my wing. And so I'm trying to do my part. We can't do all of it, but we can do the parts that we can.
Correct.
Yeah.
100%. I think that's key, especially about being a coach. Mm-hmm. You can't help everyone, but you can help those that are ready and that come to you.
For sure. For sure.
Because there's only so much time, only so much energy, only so much that you can do.
And you ain't God. He assigned specific people to you for a specific amount of time for a specific reason.
Correct.
When you start making them think you their God, and when you start almost thinking that you are God, that's when we got a problem. Because they're supposed to get something from you, and you're supposed to release them to go get something from somebody else.
Right.
And, if you need them that bad, then there's something wrong with your business. That's a different problem.
We're trying to hold on to them year after year after year, trying to milk them. Yeah.
Like, hey, for my last trick, did you see, you got to let them go.
So I know, I really shouldn't be saying this, but fuck it. I know a guy, a good friend of mine,
Okay.
who's been doing branding marketing for 15 years, okay? And he's one of those where he will try to hold on to you year after year after year. And 15 years later, he's still holding on and still trying to pull new people, still hasn't really reached the point where all that pulling is no longer required.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he's trapped in that loop.
That's a tough place to be in, bro.
Yeah.
I actually empathize for him.
Me too.
Because man, we just don't own people, bro.
Right.
We got to be grateful for the time and the reason that they were given to us, but then we also got to be grateful for the time that we spent and that they have gotten something from us to make them better and to let them go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I look, lifetime value of a customer is important to look at for any business owner.
For sure.
But just figuring out how to keep them there as opposed to having a legitimate reason why they should be there is two totally different things.
Right. But like, they're not progressing.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
You know, it's minor things, little minor things, nothing that equates to more money.
I just got to sit in that one for a minute, bro. I don't know if y'all just caught that, but no, seriously, bro.
Yes.
That was profound what you
Yes.
just said, man.
That's how they loop you.
I was at a conference in Charlotte a few years ago, and I think it was T.D. Jakes that said, Albert Einstein said that the same level of consciousness that created a problem won't be the same level of consciousness to fix it. So when you think about that, to your point, that's why it was so profound to me. I had to sit up in my chair because if you're learning under somebody and they're capped,
Yes.
then that means you're capped.
Right.
And you don't even have the conscious awareness to know that you're capped because you only know what you can perceive that you know.
Exactly. You won't leave that circle to go find out what else is out there.
Bro, that's heavy. That's heavy.
Yes.
Wow. So you're supposed to be helping people, but you're actually hurting them.
Yeah. You're bringing them into your loop and trapping them with you.
Dang, man. Well, where do we go from here?
Yeah. So I think that's the reason why there's people like you and me to be able to shine that light.
Yeah.
You know?
That's real. That's real.
And have this message be heard by others, to have that light bulb go off and say, hey man, that might be me.
Yeah.
I might be stuck in this loop.
Yeah. No, that's good, bro. Because I oftentimes say this in the church where, and so part of me and David's heart behind this Purpose to Profits mastermind that we have is we believe a lot of the time believers are over-spiritualized and under-monetized.
Over-spiritualized and 100%.
Right? They
Yes.
think money is a miracle as opposed to operating the
100%.
principles that's in the
Yes.
Bible, all the things. And one of the things that we see, unfortunately, is because their businesses aren't set up the right way and they out there hopped up on passion like caffeine. What happens is they try to evangelize all their clients instead of actually helping them get the result. So when you talk about that, right, these little cult-like things happen.
Yes.
Where the people rocking with you, but kind of for the wrong reason.
Right.
And now you built this little cult type of situation where they glorify you.
And only you can help them.
And only you can help them, but you ain't even helping them.
Correct.
Because you don't know how to help them. So now you taking them to church with you, and it's like I'm not knocking that as a added benefit.
Right.
But that can't be the entree though. Mm-hmm. And so that means this is a real conversation, bro.
Yes. A lot of I don't want to call them fakers because I mean they can help you somewhat, right? But a lot of people who are delusional.
That's fair. Fakers was funny, but delusional is, yeah. But I like the distinction you made because faker would be one thing, delusional is something altogether different.
Yeah.
You know, like to me, the delusional person is dangerous. Because they're not even aware.
Right.
The faker at least knows. They just happen to portray differently.
They're doing a con.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. I really believe that he believes in himself.
That part.
Yes.
That part. That part. Yeah. And it's scary because not only do they believe in them, but then people also then end up believing in them.
Yes.
And so that's kind of what social media is today though.
Right.
Right?
Somebody was telling me the other day, oh, he has 2 million followers. He must be doing something right. I go to them, you can buy followers, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't put that much faith in that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's man, it's crazy because Omar El Takori made a post the other day and he was talking about why he buys Rolexes and how people in the faith, especially pastors, get judged on that kind of thing a lot.
Yeah.
And he went to a passage of scripture in 1 Samuel, I think it was, that talked about how man judges the outward appearance and God judges the inward. So I got the point that he was making.
Right.
I mean, I buy Rolex because I like Rolex, but but I got the point, right?
Yeah.
That man judges the outward appearance. And so to your point, unfortunately, people see 2 million followers and automatically draw a conclusion from that.
Yes.
Whereas the guy with 2,000 followers that's really pouring into everybody that comes in his vicinity, and you're missing out on opportunity to be truly blessed by them because you're chasing an idea of what you think the other person is.
Correct.
It's flawed, bro.
But I think there's hope.
Okay.
Leaving 2025 and going into 2026, I think Meta has realized that.
Okay.
And they have changed the algorithm. So now the Reels, you no longer need to have a high number of followers for your Reels to reach the masses.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So they've realized that there are accounts with 2,000, 3,000 followers who are doing really good work, who should be promoted and should be shown and showcased.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is hope and there is light because the algorithm is discovering that and people are doubling down on their content. Also, the algorithm now no longer likes that you post every single day just to post.
It has to be meaning behind it.
Correct.
Yeah.
It prefers quality over quantity.
Facts. Now, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I post daily. Been doing it for 6 years, right? But I do it with a certain intention, though.
Correct.
Each day, there's something specific behind why we're posting what we're posting.
Exactly.
And so that's different than just saying I'm doing it just for the sake of doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. Speaking of the algorithm, I just heard 2 days ago that people that have under 1,000 followers on Instagram, they took the privilege of going live away.
Interesting.
That's a head scratcher for me.
Why do you think that is?
I literally have no idea, bro. That makes no sense to me. Why they would penalize people that have less than 1,000 followers, why they can't go live.
That's very interesting.
This is new information. I may have found, I said 2 days ago, that may have been last night I found out about this while I was packing.
Wow.
And I want to dig into that because I think that's going to cripple a lot of new people that's trying to get their business going.
It's going to force you to buy followers.
Yeah. Because then,
at least 1,000.
At least.
Just to go live.
I mean, that's simple math, right? It's like, I'm going to get 1,000 so I go live. Oh, I got $9.99. I got to buy another one today. You know what I'm saying? But that would suck for a new person trying to get going because you kind of build your initial following from going live.
Yeah.
So that new people can see you that you aren't visible to. So that kind of sucks, bro. I don't know about that one.
And I don't think that's smart because I don't think TikTok has that rule.
So then people just shift over.
Gonna draw you to TikTok.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
And you can just repost it as a reel on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got a question for you. It's been a little while.
Let's do it.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Busy.
Busy?
I am I'm an overachiever.
Okay.
So I put a lot on my plate. Mm-hmm. And I surprisingly get mostly done.
Yeah?
Yeah, mostly. Not all of it.
How are
mostly
you
done.
How are you maintaining margin for you, for the family, for the wife? Like how are you going about that? Like doing all these things but yet maintaining the margin?
So family time for me is very important.
Okay.
I try to be home for dinner, bath time, and sleep time every single night. I don't make it every night. I'm there 5 times a week minimum.
That's strong, bro.
Yeah.
That's strong.
Yeah. Where I'm there for dinner, bath time, and putting the kids to sleep.
That's strong.
I love doing all that.
Yeah.
This summer, we went on like 4 different vacations. So that's important to me.
Yeah.
Traveling with the kids.
Yeah.
Showing them the world. showing them different states, different scenarios, different atmospheres, different people. And date night is also very important. I think me and my wife, we're both entrepreneurs. We both have our own businesses, and we both have the house and 2 kids and everything else to manage and take care of, right? And her side of the family and my side of the family. So our time together is very precious to us. So we also, I think I travel a lot.
Okay.
I think I do like 6 trips a year.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3 big ones, and then a couple like small ones. And I think out of those, probably 2 of those is just me and the wife.
Okay.
Where we go just me and her.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's solid, man. And I bring that up because I think, and I know this to be true for me. At one point, I felt like being super busy in business and productive was a good enough excuse for why other things weren't happening. Right? And many years ago, my wife and life taught me that was not okay.
No.
And so I'm always curious I've actually put systems in place to help manage that right effectively now, and have realized that both can be true at the very same time. You could be high capacity, have a lot going on in your business, but you can be an amazing husband, amazing father, a friend, all the things you need to be to everybody else who should be around anyway at the very same time. And so I'm always curious, to how other high capacity folks kind of manage that process.
Can I share a secret?
Please.
I'm really lazy. Like, I became an entrepreneur because I wanted a lot of free time. But I quickly realized that for me to have that free time, like we said earlier, I must do all the hard work.
For sure.
So I've built this mentality where I do all the hard work as fast as I can so I can be left the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And the other thing I learned is to delegate. I think delegation is extremely, extremely important.
Yeah.
The team around you, who you build around you to support you in your business, is just as important to me as picking your wife, as who you pick to marry.
I agree with that. Because if you pick wrong, you can't get it right.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's messy to fire them and replace them and put somebody else, especially high positions in your company. Let's hear it. Tell me the story.
So I mean, here's the thing, bro. The highest expense in your business is turnover.
Yes.
I don't care what their salary is. I don't care how much. The highest expense is because it's costing you time, money, culture, risk, all the things.
Exactly.
Man. And so I agree with you 100%, bro. And guess what? I'm a bad interviewer because I see the best in people oftentimes. So I've now had to put systems in place to insulate me from me. Seriously, so now
that's very smart.
I gotta have 2 other people sign off before we do it.
That's awesome.
And it's blessed my life.
Yes.
And it's been working out a lot better.
Yes.
And so, yeah, bro, that's a big one. Can I share a secret with you?
Please.
I'm a procrastinator.
Me too.
It's like, I'm like, how do I get this much done? And yet, I find distractions every single day.
Yes. I think we're masters procrastinators, where we've learned exactly how long to procrastinate before we got to get up and take action.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's true. But I know to unlock another level.
Oh yeah.
I got to tighten up. So Take the Stairs is a good book against procrastination. Obviously, Atomic Habits. Bro, I need to read them things every day because I read them, I get inspired, and then 3 days later, I'm like, what? I'm doing it again.
Yes.
So, but it's, we consciously aware of it, which is a start.
Yeah.
And we seem to be somehow mildly effective around it. But at some point, if we really want to go to that next level, I know that another level of discipline got to happen,
I also believe that I think part of what keeps us moving, right? I think once you unlock certain things in your mind, in your understanding, in your frequency level, there's no going back.
That's real, bro. That's
You know what I
real.
mean? It's like, seriously.
I think they call that the law of exposure. Like, once you've been exposed to it,
Yes.
you can't, like, yeah.
There's no going back.
Yeah.
There's no thinking the way that you used to.
For sure. For sure.
Right? So, like, you know that. And you know that if you don't take action, your life might not be the same as it is right now.
Bro. Hey, my daughter affectionately calls me bougie. And I affectionately accept it because she's right. You know what I'm saying? She is correct, bro. And I'm proud of it. You know, and I don't want to give it up.
Yeah, why not?
I want
Why
to
would
sip
you ever?
my sparkling water with ice and lemon and lime with my pinky in the air.
Hell yeah.
With a cigar in the other hand. One of my favorite things to do throughout
With
the
your
week.
bougie ass blue flower shirt. I love it.
Exactly. The only time I like flowers, actually.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, man. But yeah, I mean, and I think we need to be real about that, though, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of time you hear these entrepreneurs and you ask them what's their why. It's like, want to, get my wife this, or I want to retire my mom. And those things may be true for some, but they ain't true for all. Some people just want to ball out.
Yeah.
But let that be real to you, though, because
Right.
if you hinge it on something else, when it get tough, you ain't going to keep going.
No.
It's got to be honest. And for me, I'm like, well, let me think. What is my why? My why is me.
Yes.
Like, I've had this thing in me, this insatiable appetite to win since I was 12 years old, sweeping up here in the barbershop because I wanted my own money. And so while my wife and my daughter and soon to have a granddaughter in January,
Look at that.
crazy, bro.
Crazy.
I'm turning 42 next week. You know what I'm saying? I got a grandbaby on the way. But when I look at that, they all benefit from me pursuing my why, but I'd be lying to say they are my why because they wasn't there when I was 12.
Right.
And I've been cut like this.
And that's real.
It is.
Yeah.
And so every day, if I'm not putting points on the board, I got to answer to me. I don't like having to answer to me. I can't sleep good at night like that. So I think it's important for everybody watching this, like, tap into what's real. Not what sounds good, not because you saw the guy on social media who retired his mom, not because the other guy bought his mom a house and the other guy bought his mom a car. Like, those things are cool. And if that's what their passion and purpose
Right.
was, let that be that for them. But you can't steal somebody else's why and think you're going to get an authentic win in life. It don't go
Right.
like that.
So to your point, man, to your point, I'll go on that vibe with you because I am probably the wealthiest person in both sides of my family,
Okay.
with the exception of one of my cousins who's a soccer player for Manchester in England.
Okay. Not a bad gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes way more than me. But with the exception of that, I was in Brazil in July, took my whole family, took
Okay.
my sister, my parents, my mother-in-law. I threw a party for 118 people, family member and friends. Like a type of party that really would have been only put for a wedding.
Okay.
Like that type of party, to celebrate 30 years of my family leaving Brazil and coming to America.
Wow.
Yeah. So as I'm dancing on the dance floor at my party, drinking my fucking caipirinha, right? And all the eyes watching me. That's why I do this. I swear to you, Brian,
Bro.
that's why I do this, bro.
Bro, I felt that. I felt that in my bones.
Yeah. Like, that's like all those minds thinking, how the fuck does he do it? How did he do it? Who is this man? That's why I do it.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Bro, that party fueled me for the next 2 years.
That's unimaginable.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
For the people that were there, they were probably trying to process, is this real?
Correct. Exactly.
It was an out-of-body experience for them.
Yeah. Yeah. How is he able to do this?
and not doing it for the sake of wagging my finger in your face and
No, I'm the most humble motherfucker, bro. I was crying with family members, hugging them.
100%. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes it more unbelievable for them, right? Everybody can kind of see the person that want to get off and all the things, but they like, he's around here acting like he not even the one that did this.
Right.
He just enjoying it like we enjoying it right now.
Yes. Dancing with my kids and having fun. And we ended up celebrating 3 birthdays. It was my nephew, my son, and my dad. They were all like next to each other. So we had 3 cakes, and we had Mickey Mouse and Spider-Man and drone footage being shot. It was incredible.
Bro,
it was great.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
People don't do that live 3 blocks from each other.
Yes.
Much less take everybody back to the native country and do it there at that kind of level, bro.
Yeah.
That's different, man.
Yeah.
I commend you for that, bro.
Thank you.
Because it's very easy to get to where you've gotten and internalize, say, yeah, I appreciate where I made it.
Yeah.
Something different when you show the other people around you that you appreciate that you made it.
Yes.
That's different, bro.
Yes. And I hope I inspired someone, you know, to show them that, man, it's possible.
Yeah.
Like a better life is possible.
For sure. For sure. And with all due respect to your cousin, everybody ain't gonna be a professional soccer player.
No.
But everybody has an opportunity to at least be a business person.
100%.
If they choose to.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's real, bro. That's real.
Yeah.
What's your vision for the pod, bro?
I want this pod to be top 5 nationwide. That's what I want.
That's big.
Yeah. Do you know how like celebrities, authors go on their podcast tour?
Yep.
And go on the top. I want my podcast to be one of those top podcasts.
I like that, bro.
On that tour
I like
that they go
that.
on.
I like that.
You know?
They used to have this old adage for the church, build it and the people will come.
Yes.
I'm sitting in that right now.
Thank you, bro.
You put your foot forward in building something to attract exactly what you just talked about.
Thank you.
Absolutely, bro.
I appreciate that.
This is 100% top notch. The hospitality, the decorum, everything, bro. You did a brilliant job on this, man.
Thank you, bro.
This is, people, see, bro, we don't talk about this enough. Everybody want to harvest, but not willing to sow the seed.
Yeah.
That's a principle.
It's true.
You sow the seed without the statistics, but knowing one day that these are the stats and that this is what I want it to be, but I got to sow the seed to prepare it for it to be that.
Of course. And bro, like, I don't even question. I know it's going to happen. I don't care when. I love this.
Man.
I enjoy this. Man. I interview because it's a pleasure. I love getting to meet people, having these great conversations where we're like, wow, you know, we're here mind-boggled about each other and things that we do and things that we can accomplish. I love all this, man.
For sure.
It's going to happen. I have no doubt.
Yeah, same, bro. I'm telling you right now. And I'll be back after it does.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. It's one thing I respect about you, man, is your commitment to excellence. And the first time we sat down almost 2 years ago, it was just oozing out of you. And I'm talking about wanting to be excellent as a father, as a husband, as an entrepreneur, as a friend, everything that you do.
Thank you, bro.
You exude this level of wanting it to be excellent. And
Thank you.
I just respect it, bro.
Thank you. Right back at you.
Yeah, man.
That's why we vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like there's too many fakes out there, bro. There's too many people that just want something out of you.
Yeah.
That want your energy without giving energy in return.
Man, oh man.
You know?
I made a commitment to myself that I was no longer hanging with people that make more withdrawals than deposits.
They're called energy vampires.
Energy vampires.
Yes.
That they are. Can't do it, bro.
They're leeches.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. And I thank God that I don't have them in my life no more.
Yeah, same.
I just don't. And when I sense that one is becoming one, stiff arm.
Yes.
Time to put some separation in place.
I agree.
Yeah. Because I'm a giver,
boundaries.
bro. Like, because you ain't got to tap me on my shoulder. Like, I'm the guy that gives it before you need to ask for it. Right? And so I don't need that to be matched one for one, but it's got to be matched to some degree.
For sure.
You can't just ping me every time you need something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying not need something. We should be of use to each other.
Right.
But at the very
Just
same
call me to pitch.
Yeah.
Call me to say hi.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
How's the family? How you doing?
That
you
part.
need anything?
That part. That part.
Be a human. Be a friend.
That part. That's like when I saw you at Epic.
Yes.
I pinged you. I was like, bro, that looks sick, man.
If you want a real Ray-Ban, this is your chance. I use this one, the Ray-Bans from Meta. Advanced technology, premium quality, and let me tell you something. You can get one right now for real cheap. Click on that link below and get your own Ray-Bans from Meta at a great discount. No catch, no cap. You want to save money and get great quality? Click on that link below. Don't miss out.
Right? Like,
Bro, you got to go.
oh, I did. I went for Father. You inspired me. When I saw you, I went on Father's Day.
That's
me, my 22,
awesome.
well, 23 now year old daughter, and my wife.
How did you like it?
Bro, I had a good time.
Bro, it's a different dimension.
I had a good time. I will tell you this though. I figured out I'm too old for roller coasters. Though. I got on that one, the super fast one.
Inside the park? I mean,
It was
the rocket one.
the rocket one.
Yes, I didn't go on that one. You crazy,
Bro.
What made you go on that?
Never, because it was the fastest ride to get on, and I see why.
Got it.
All the smart people knew not to get on that ride. I was like, this line pretty short. Let's hop on this one.
Bro, the Donkey Kong ride, that's good enough.
Bro, so I missed the donkey, obviously, because that was an hour and a half
yeah,
wait.
yeah,
And we
yeah.
bought some like fast passes or something, but it still was taking forever.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think I got on 2 roller coasters, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that season of my life is over. But Mario Brothers, bro,
Isn't that fucking awesome?
bro, that's like, that should be illegal.
They transported you to a different dimension.
Seriously, bro.
Yeah.
Serious.
Incredible. Whoever designed that, who built that, out of this world.
That's insane. If y'all ain't been to Epic, we get nothing from it, but y'all will get everything from it. Go check
Yes.
that out. That place is
Yes.
crazy, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, that was man. It was,
I'm really happy that I inspired you.
you did. I mean, because y'all were out there. Y'all had your Mario stuff on and all the
Yes.
things.
Me and my wife went all out.
Yeah, I'm like, bro.
Bro, we went with no kids. That was one of our trips that we did, just me and her.
Oh, so you really, really got to enjoy
We
the park.
really got to
Yeah.
kids, just me and her.
Yeah, that's
we
dope.
went for our anniversary.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right behind you. I was like, hey, I know what I want to do for Father's Day this year. They were like, you want to go where? I said, trust me. I saw Leo. I want to go to this place.
That's so cool.
And yeah, it was worth every bit of it, bro. Every
Everybody's
bit of
been
it.
like, you know what, Dad, good idea.
Yeah, for sure. No, I wore them out. Normally they the ones dragging me around the park, and I wore them out that day. Yeah, Epic was good, bro. And it's nice to do. I don't want to say that to sound kind of crazy, but normal stuff sometimes. For whatever that means to whoever that's listening, right? You get my point though.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Bro, not everybody can go to the Maldives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah, it was cool, bro. Yeah.
And I think I'm no longer embarrassed. I used to be. I used to be.
Because of the success,
Yeah.
survivor's remorse.
A little bit. A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I was until I realized for all the people I was embarrassed about all hated me anyway. What they call those? They friends. That's what they were. That's what they were.
Yes.
So I thought.
Yes.
And I realized that
And they're the ones watching you till this day.
oh man,
Watching all your stories.
at least say hi. At least say hi, you know. But no, I get it, and it hurts, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really does. When you want the best for everybody, they just don't view you that way. And I don't think it's always malicious from their part. I just do believe, though, that we become mirrors for one another. So if we come from the same place and I'm in a different place and you don't know how to get to that place nor have the desire to, but then mad because I'm at that place, then by virtue of that, every time I come around you, I become a mirror to remind you of where you're not at.
Correct.
And then you hate me by default.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's dangerous, though, because I don't know how far that hate can go. So let's just
End it now.
put some distance between us.
How many times have you tried to bring somebody up that didn't want to be brought up and just fucking was a mess? Because I've done it a million times.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you in my sphere of influence, if you in my circle at any point in time in my life, I always try to get the best out of people.
Yeah.
You know, and
Same.
not just through words, but through actions.
Right.
Like I'm on the block with y'all, drinking, partying, doing all the things, but then I'm driving 2 hours back up to school, right? Or I'm in the mix doing XYZ, but then I'm over here working a job and stacking the money that I'm gonna use as my first business partner to put the other play down. So I've always led by example, but I think that they get so caught up on the bad that I'm doing that then that justifies in their mind why they don't have to mimic the good. And it's like, well, yeah, back to that seed and harvest. I was planting seeds.
What do you think gave you that discipline to be able to go party and then drive back to school?
Because I love partying, but not at the expense of not being successful. So that why that I talked about since 12 that I've identified, that thing is so real to me that at times when I didn't know how to make it manifest itself in the right environments, whether I got caught up in the streets or all the things turned to drinking and drugging to try to distract myself from like trying to ignore it because I don't know how to really make it come to life. Numb it, right?
Yeah.
Like outside of that, I've always been committed to making that thing happen, whatever that thing was. And it gave me this, like I always been ambidextrous in that. Like I'm gonna go be with the boys. Cause I'm a loyalist, right? I love hard. So if I'm with you, I'm rocking with you. So I'm gonna go get it in with you over here, but then I'm gonna go do this thing over here. But it's a scripture, Mark 6:4-6, that says, a prophet is not without honor, except for in his own town, in his own land, amongst his own people. So what happened was Jesus had went out, started healing people, all of that. He came back to his hometown. And he said that once he got there, that he was amazed at their lack of faith. He was only able to lay hands on a few sick people. And what the whole essence of that means is the people closest to you, they was like, you talk about Joseph boy doing miracles? Get out of here. Like we saw him when he was building tables and all that. He ain't. So the people closest to you see you in the frame that makes them most comfortable.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but it's gonna always be the people closest to us that we can't help.
It's rough.
It's really rough, bro. But Jesus himself was like, hey, let me just put this here for you so you know how this gonna go.
Bro, I've sat with multiple friends and given them the blueprint.
Yeah.
Fucking do this. You'll be successful.
For sure. But they almost despise you for it, though, because they feel like now you're trying to look down on them.
Bro, they asked me. They asked me to help them.
That's why, you know what? And I thank them, though, for this reason. This is why I unapologetically charge what I charge in the marketplace.
Tell them.
Because I understand that where your treasure is, so your heart will be also.
Yes.
The heart follows the pocketbook.
Yes.
When people pay, they pay attention. When they pay more attention.
That energy exchange.
That energy exchange.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't fret about charging what it is. Mm-hmm. Because I want to work with the people that's willing to pay it because I know something about them that's different than the people unwilling not to.
That's important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Because free don't work.
Right. Free does not vibrate at the frequency required to get work done.
Amen, bro. Amen. It takes a very unique individual to take something that's free and to maximize it. We're those people that would do it.
100%.
But the 99.9% of the majority would not go out and maximize something for free because they got no vested interest. Their heart not in it. And they don't respect the person that gave it to them.
And they see failure.
They do.
They see failure.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah, it's
ain't no failure for you, Brian. Doesn't exist.
Bro. You know what's interesting about that? Because people a lot of time I get aggravated when people say you gotta run out and get 1,000 no's so you can get your 100 yeses. I'm like, that's stupid. Like, at what point did you stop to think, why are these people saying no? Right? If I talk to 100 people, then I want to get like 70 or 80 yeses. Because for the 2-3 no's that I get in a row, I want to go back and look at the data and say, what could I have done differently in this situation?
Right.
Was this person not the right fit, or did I not do the right thing? I should be making adjustments throughout the process. I shouldn't just be running out, putting it in front of as many people as possible, speed racing, not paying attention, and just getting a ton of no. That's the dumbest advice ever to me.
Yes.
I want to
Can it work? Maybe, but
Maybe,
it's dumb as shit.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Go ask the timeshare salesman. Yeah, I guess it could work. You talk to 100 people a day, you close 10. But man, that's just not who I. Because bro,
It's not smart.
it's back to what we were talking about a minute ago. Like, I love my time too much to waste it in that kind of way,
exactly.
bro. And if I got to be honest, I'm probably still a recovering perfectionist. So that disallows me to take that level of rejection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't let you keep telling me, no, I got to figure out how to turn these into yeses.
Right.
I guess there's somebody out there that just keep running through the brick wall until they hit the cement one, and that just don't let them go through. But for me, bro, I'm like, no, I got to figure this out.
What do you think about people that are like addicted to going to conferences? You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. They the lifetime students, just like people that's addicted to going to college.
They should never execute.
Yeah, that's a really good question, bro. That's a really good question.
There's a lot of those out there.
It is a lot of them out there.
Right? Like,
and I hadn't taken the time to really think about what must really be wrong with them.
because they can become coaching students.
They could, but they will be horrible coaching students.
Oh, yeah, but they'll pay.
They will pay.
You know?
They will pay. You know, I'm glad you brought
That's
that
the
up.
one thing, like, because they are addicted. They'll pay.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So what I think about them is they're horrible clients. And the reason is they're unwilling to submit and surrender to a process long enough to have it work for them.
That's real.
They are a struggle to coach because every time you start building momentum, they're gleaning from so many different ideation, ideas, methods to where they start just messing up the recipe.
Yeah.
And then they keep coming to you to help them solve their problem. And it's like, well, the way you solve a problem is you solve for X. Right now, you keep changing all the variables. I don't know which one we solving for right now. So, yeah, man, I'm glad you brought that up. If you're out there and you're a conference junkie, not going to be a good client for us. I can tell you that right now. No, it drives me crazy to no end because then they still hold you accountable to helping them. And it's like, I can't fix a problem I didn't create, though. See, the best client I like is the one that's willing to surrender and submit to the process. We've got proven results that we help people make 6 figures in a day. It's probably worth testing out, at least for a little while, to see if it works.
Right.
And then if it don't work, hold me accountable.
Right.
Let us look at our process. Where did we go wrong? What's not happening? What's broken? But if you constantly always changing the recipe, then I can't be held hostage to that as your coach. Because you messing up the recipe. So God bless them. And I hope that at some point they realize there is no magic pill. You're going to have to submit to something and stay down long enough with it if it's actually going to eventually work for you.
Changing routes.
Yeah.
I want to get political with
Okay.
you. I want to know, what do you think about the world, its current state? How do you view it? Do you even think about it? Is it something that you even look at? Do you consider it? Do you think about it? If so, how much?
So I'm going to ask you a follow-up question before I answer the question.
Go for it.
Because I just think it's responsible. When you say look at the world, what specifically are you referring to?
Do you look at the world and do you say, the future looks bright or the future looks dark?
I definitely don't say the future looks dark. Okay. But I will say the future looks dark for some people.
Okay.
People who still blame others for where they at in life. People who are stuck in whatever generation that they choose to stay stuck in. People who
That's a big one.
have committed to making money the old-fashioned way. People who believe that the government somehow is going to save them to some degree. Like, I believe the future is dark for those people.
Yes.
I also believe that the new racism will be classism. Won't matter if you white, black, Hispanic, Chinese. What's going to matter is...
I think we're there already.
It's going to matter is, are you rich or poor?
Correct.
That's what's going to matter.
Yes.
And poor people are, no race, color, creed, going to all feel the dynamic of being poor.
And you know what's
rich
crazy,
people,
Brian? Sorry to cut you off, but I just feel like it's just the frequency shift.
Yeah.
It's really like we call it class, but it's more like where do you vibrate?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that at all. It's interesting, as an example. We ain't talked in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Short of trading messages here and there.
Yeah.
People wouldn't think we haven't talked in that long, right? Because there, to your point, there's a, to use your language, there's a frequency
Yeah.
in this particular class.
Yes.
And, bro, it's, so from that perspective, I think the world is going to be dark for some. I do believe, though, that AI is the Antichrist.
Do you?
Or very well could be.
Break that down for me.
So when I say that, I mean this. When you look at AI, okay, I look at it similar to money. It's not necessarily evil in nature, but depending on whose hands it is, it can be.
Okay.
Okay, money is neither good or bad. It's just
Right.
whose hands it's in determines whether or not it's true.
Like a knife.
100%. So I think AI is great for a lot of reasons. I think it condenses time to do research and outlines and formats and all the things that used to take hours and weeks and days to do.
Right.
So I think it's great for content, but I think it's horrible for context. Because if I start allowing it to tell me the context, then I'm letting ChatGPT become God.
A lot have. You know that, right?
Oh, bro, 1,000%.
There's a whole sector of people who have.
Because for the first time, I can literally know as much as I want to know when I want to know it. But that's knowledge. God gives us wisdom. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. So if I'm only getting knowledge without wisdom, I got a problem. And because we live in such a microwave society, the reason why I believe AI could be the Antichrist is that for the first time ever, I mean, why would I want to have to pray and wait? Why would I want to go and sit in my prayer closet? And why would I want to go on a fast to wait to hear from God when AI can give me something pretty close probably? So when something can oppose Christ at that level, that's why I believe that it could become the Antichrist. See, the enemy don't function in the way in which people think, where everything is evil and he run around with some red suit and pitchfork. And
Right.
It's like, no. What he does is opposes God, and he does it very subtly. So he will put a good thing in your hands to cancel out the God thing that you need. And I'm just consciously aware that as a believer, I use it. Like, I think it's great leverage, but I also train it to understand what's the boundaries, right? So, like, as an example, I got this community called Believers in Business. It's to help business owners focus on the 5 F's: faith, fitness, finance, freedom, and family. And so in that is biblically based teaching. It's like the only church that some business owners will ever go to, right? But it's practical. And so in that, we may be on the fitness pillar, for instance. So fitness could be mental health or physical health. We cover both. And I may say, Chad, give me 10 examples of people in the Bible who were dealing with some type of mental health issue. That's in a matter of minutes, I got 10 examples of that, right?
Yeah.
But then I have to have enough reverence for God because I'm delivering this message for the sake of people who need to hear it for their souls.
Right.
To then process, which one should I talk about? So I tell Chat, chat like, hey, so you want me to go ahead and put an outline together? You want me to go ahead and give you the talking points? You want me to go ahead? Oh, no, chat, I appreciate it. I'm actually going to consult with God on the rest. Oh, wise choice, always good. So I'm teaching it like how we operate, right? Because it has no end.
Yeah.
Its number one goal is to please you, which is why people going to be marrying robots soon if it ain't already happened, right? Like, it's that you think Chick-fil-A killing it with the my pleasure. You know what I'm saying? ChatGPT on a whole nother level with making you feel that welcome and that it's here to literally serve you. By the way,
That's so true.
I think it could be a great servant, but it'd be a horrible master. And that's the danger where some people aren't realizing that it's now telling you what to do. You're not telling it what to do.
Can I give you another perspective?
I would love to hear it.
I think AI is made by God. Mm-hmm. I think, first of all, I don't think anything that exists in this world is not made by God or allowed by God.
Oh, I agree with that emphatically.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And I actually think AI might be one of the best things that ever happens to humanity. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
From this angle, ever since we made the first computer, we've been progressing into this connected social world that has actually made us more far apart, right?
Yep.
I think AI has the chance to bring us back together.
Really?
I do. By being so far apart from what human is, that it will force humanity to reconnect. I do think it's a test. I do think it's another challenge for humanity to be able to go deeper into our own humanity, to be faced with that mirror of what a superior, unemotional, right? Unconnected, untethered being can be. Some are gonna go to it. But I do think the majority are going to go deeper inside, do the work required, and become more human.
Praise God, man. I got to tap more into your faith because I think I'm more of a pessimist in that. Just think about everything we've been talking about today, bro. There's probably 1% to 3% of us out there that really believe in doing the work.
Yeah.
That's the part that scares me. I agree with that. I think there will be a segment of people that will find that, but I just think that by and large, especially the accessibility of it, even for those that aren't that well off. Like I've gotten DMs from people that's like, wait till you ask chat like deep questions. I'm like, I don't ask chat deep questions. Chat ain't my therapist. But if I can't pay for one, guess what? Chat now is my therapist.
Correct. Oh yeah.
Right?
For millions of people.
That's the dangers that I see.
Yeah.
When people omit trained professionals that have empathy and real life experience on said topic or issue and circumvent that by just thinking that chat is the answer, it lacks perspective. It's got a ton of knowledge. Right? It's smarter than we'll ever be. But there's just something that I feel as if we aren't careful with putting up boundaries, that it can penetrate us to a place where we can forget about who actually is in control.
I don't think it'll last. Here's how I see this going. I really hope this goes this way.
Okay. And remind me, you have a background in
IT.
IT. Okay, thank you. I think that's a good qualifier for the conversation. I just wanted to bring that up.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was an IT director, IT manager for a very long time.
Okay.
So this new generation, they grew up with social media.
Okay.
Now with AI. My kids, your kids, grew up with AI, basically, right? When they turn 40, 45, 35 to 45, around that age, around our age, I do think if things continue progressing this way, they're going to get to a point where they're going to be so disconnected that the only option will be to reconnect. right? I think first we have to go so far left
Yeah.
to recenter.
I see where you're going.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
I think it's almost required.
I know a guy, and I agree with you. I know a guy who is a business owner, brilliant guy, wanted to start strengthening his relationship with God before he got married.
Okay.
Well, Chat is his pastor. I'm not saying it's bad in nature. If that's where you start, right? He's giving them devotional plan. You know, he asks some questions. He telling me dealing with, you know, lust and things, and Chat give him encouragement and rooted in biblical wisdom, all the things. But that scares me, bro. It scares me, bro.
I know what you mean. I'll give you an example, okay?
Because to your point, that's a guy in isolation
Yes.
who's letting Chat direct him in arguably one of the most important areas of his life. That's where you have to have community, in my opinion.
Correct. I agree.
Okay.
To a small example, example. So
Okay.
I stopped doing virtual podcasts
Okay.
because the connection's different.
I agree with that. I hate that I got to do virtual right now, but I can't wait for the day that I can start doing in person. Because I agree with you. Something different happens
It's different
in the room.
Right. And I think the same thing goes for having a real person as a therapist or a pastor,
Yes, sir.
and having ChatGPT be that virtual pastor.
Got you. Got you.
You're lacking that connection, that energy. You're getting information,
Yeah.
right? You're getting step by step on what to do,
Yeah.
but there's no humanity.
Yeah. For somebody to look at you and say, what are you really dealing with?
Right.
Chat can't do that.
No. Unless you prompt it to. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but let's go next level now.
Okay.
Because that's
And
today.
by the way, Leo spit game when he said everything that happens on earth is because God allowed it. And I think that's a big misconception. If you read the Bible, everybody famously knows about the book of Job and how he had everything and lost everything. What everybody fails to realize in that story is that it actually says the devil was in line with the angels to ask God for permission to go after Job.
Correct.
And God told him, you can do everything to him except kill him. And so he got struck in with disease. He had his wife taken from him. He had his children taken from him. He lost everything. So the point is, to your point, yeah, God is allowing this to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that the book was written and it has to also end the way he said it was going to happen.
For sure.
So he will allow whatever to happen. I'm just saying, if there ever, there's been talks and rumors of when is Christ coming back all my life, right? I'm not saying as an extremist that I think it's about to happen now, but what I do believe is that this in the wrong hands and used the wrong way
100%.
is the first thing that I can see at mass appeal that could start that process faster than anything else.
So to that point, let's fast forward 10 years from now.
Okay.
When we have, what's it called? Is it AGI or ASI?
Oh, AGI, right?
There's artificial general intelligence
Yeah.
and artificial super intelligence.
Okay, I haven't heard about ASI yet.
Yeah, so
Okay.
AGI is, we're very close to AGI.
Yeah.
I think ASI is when now we have no more control. Right? Like when it's like,
Oh.
yeah, when it's
Okay.
like, I don't want to call it conscious,
Yeah.
but it's aware. And now it's almost alive.
Like some of the movies we've seen.
Exactly.
So they're saying that,
Oh, 10 years.
stop it, bro.
That's what they're saying. I don't know if it's true, but I'm a podcast junkie.
Yeah.
I watch a whole lot of
Yeah,
podcasts.
for sure.
And I love AI. It's probably my main topic right now.
Yeah.
I've heard this from multiple people that were under 10 years away.
So that would probably lend itself the assumption that our adversaries are already creating weapons that's almost at that level.
Oh, yeah. Bro, if they released ChatGPT 5, imagine what they really have cooking. That's just what they released to us.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine what's already in the lab.
Wow, bro. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's serious.
One of the guys I watched, he's a scientist. He thinks that it will get to a point where it will be 99% unemployment.
Okay. So
Because AI will be doing everything.
So let's poke
robots.
So let's poke at that.
Yeah, let's do it.
What happens next? You reach that point in civilization. What happens next, bro?
A few things, in my opinion, a few things. Going back to human connection, that becomes extremely valuable. The rich and wealthy are paying top dollar for human technicians, human VAs, right? Because that's going to be you and me 30 years from now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll be old.
Yeah.
And we're going to want to have some sense of normalcy, and we're going to have money, and we're going to pay humans.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost going to be a luxury to have a human working for you.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Which is why
Whereas
your brand's going
now
to matter.
the luxury will be having the robot. At that point in time,
It's going to flip. Yeah. And you need to have a system where the government is paying people monthly.
for everybody.
For everybody. 99% of people. You know?
So then the population rises because people just sitting around got nothing better to do but make babies.
Exactly.
We're overpopulated probably.
Close to 11 billion, probably. 11, 12 billion.
Man.
Yeah. So it won't happen all at once, right? It'll happen in the West first. And I think countries like, I would say, some second world countries today, right? 30 years from now are going to be like what America is today, for example.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where America will be all full of robots doing all the jobs, right? And like a place like, I don't know, maybe even Brazil, you know?
Yeah.
Place like that. Mexico.
Yeah.
Places like that.
Yeah. Wow. That's scary to me, bro.
Yeah. It's unfathomable.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. But
Yeah.
neither was the Jetsons, and now they already building stuff in the sky.
Yeah.
We're already flying cars.
Yes.
And I'm not scared of it, bro. But I mean, I guess this go back to what your original question was, is how do I view the world right now? Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. I feel like as long as I keep doing the right things with respects to pursuing my purpose and making a contribution, that God like, it's his scripture, seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added. Like, as long as I get up every day and do that, I seek to serve, I seek to help, and like all these things will be added. How they're added just may look different as things continue to evolve.
Right.
You know, like I said, I'm using AI as leverage, but I know I got addictive personality, so I have to be careful about how far I go with things, because it could go too far. You know what I mean? One of the reasons why I quit drinking, because I mean, we partying, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to have one and sit it back down. You know, my old thing was, one is too many and 1,000 ain't enough, right? So it's like, you better off just not even getting involved, right? So that's why I have to govern even how I use AI, because I am an information junkie at times,
I know what you
right?
mean.
And I've been soaking up a lot of AI podcasts as well, which is interesting because I'm so not technologically savvy that you wouldn't think I'd be interested in this, but God has been burdening me with doing more research on AI, bro, and
He
how
wants
it's
you to
going to
know.
affect everything he wants me to know. And I've been obedient to it, and I've been enjoying it. I was laughing driving in the car the other day. I'm like, my wife would be mortified if she knew I was listening to this right now, because it's the old crusty scientist. You know what I mean? She
Yes.
she'd be like, this guy, he can't be for real right now.
Do you have a Tesla?
No, I don't.
No, I don't either. A friend of mine does. And so they've added the XAI called Grok
Okay.
in Tesla. Yeah. So now every single Tesla car has its own ChatGPT made by X, which is called Grok, that you can drive and talk to it the entire time. And she's one sassy bitch. When you get a chance, go to TikTok or Reels or YouTube Shorts and put Grok Tesla, and you're gonna see her snappy ass from. It's hysterical.
Bro, that's insanity.
Insane. And she controls the whole car for you.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, look, I hate to be on the dating scene right now. Now is not the time. Fellas, just, it's not the time, man.
Yeah, man.
They making it way too easy for them, okay? You're going to get in trouble.
Yes.
Now is not the time.
Yes. Go work on yourself.
Just work on yourself.
Go work on yourself.
It's safer, trust me. Could you imagine, bro?
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Grok, where did this car go last night?
Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah, man. It's just better to do the right thing these days, bro. It's better to do the right thing these days. Man, I appreciate you like giving us a different perspective from someone who was like heavy in the trenches on the IT side. Because I think a lot of the time we only have it from a user experience perspective.
Right.
We really don't know like the inner workings on the back end and how some of these things come to fruition. So yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. But
right.
short of that, whoever's been president has never made an impact in my life.
Same.
You know,
Ain't no government coming to help you.
that's just what it is, man. You know,
Go help yourself.
And you can throw darts at Trump, and that's cool. But then what though? Like
Right.
none of it matters.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we major on.
He's
minors.
still president.
we major on the minors, man, and I think we just get caught up in trying to make ourselves feel justified when it ain't moving the needle in your life. So let it go and pick up something that does.
Yeah, man. Stop playing victim and go to war. Go fight.
Seriously, 100%.
All right, let's switch gears again.
Okay.
I want to go into well, we touched upon it a tad bit. I want to go into marriage.
Okay.
Relationships.
Okay.
Let's go into that.
I'm celebrating 18 years October
know.
6th.
18 years of marriage.
Yeah, bro.
How long together?
Been together since 2001. Got a 23-year-old daughter who just got married this year, and we got our first granddaughter coming in January.
How do you last 18 years? In this day and age,
You got to be willing to fight.
where divorce is more than 50%.
You got to be willing to fight, and you got to understand that if you're doing marriage any way other than the way in which it was designed by God, it ain't gonna work. Ephesians 5:20, if you just read down from there, it tells you the edict of how God set up marriage. Submit one to another out of reverence for Christ. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church.
Let me stop you 1 second. Can you break down submission? Because I think a lot of people get that twisted. And I think that's one of the biggest roadblocks I've seen with people is that particular part. They don't understand submission.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to do it. And they think it's a control thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not at all. It's actually, you do it out of love and reverence. So, you know, the edict is Christ head a man, man head a woman.
Yes.
So I'm submitted to Christ, and because I am, then she should trust me enough to submit to me. Problem is, you got guys that want women to submit to them, and they ain't submitted to nothing but the streets. Right. They ain't submitted to nothing but they buddies. They ain't submitted. So it's like you asking her to submit to something that's not even worthy of being submitted to. So it's the blind leading the blind. It's the bad leading the bad.
Mm.
So when you look at submission, the idea behind it is I have enough love, respect, and reverence for you that I will let you guide me. And although I'm the primary to guide the household, I submit to my wife's authority when it's also necessary. Because I'm hard charged, and I'm running all the time. God put her in my life to balance me out. And if I miss the opportunities where she does speak up and speak into something, and I say, nah, and I shut it down just because I'm the man, then I'm a goofball.
Right.
Because she was given to me as a helpmeet.
Hey, if you work with digital marketing, online sales, or manage clients, you know the right tool makes all the difference. I use Go High Level, and I can guarantee that this all-in-one tool brings results for all my clients. With CRM, email, SMS, automation, scheduling, landing pages, and sales funnels, integrated and easy to use, management becomes simple, productivity increases, and campaigns perform way better. If you want to grow in an organized and efficient way, access my link and see how Go High Level can also change the way you work and sell.
Which means that there's going to be times where she's going to get downloads from him to tell me stuff that I can't hear because I'm so...
Right.
And so submission is having this mutual love and respect for allowing each other to be authoritative in a healthy way and trusting that you got my best interests at heart, and so I need to submit to this when it makes sense to do it, and vice versa.
That was beautifully said. I think that's a struggle for a lot of men to be able to put their ego, their pride aside, and to even have that thought. I don't think most men have that knowledge that women also receive download from God to help you because you're so busy driving or leading. Most men think, nah, I'm direct to God. He talks to me only.
Bro, until you just said that, I never even thought about it that way. That's why if a man is really running around thinking that, he in trouble.
Yeah.
She's called to help me. It says in the Bible that a man who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So to think that he's not using her to help you obtain this favor, you got to be some kind of confused about what's going on, which is why first marriage is ending at 40% rate, second marriage is ending at 60% rate. It's a 50% divorce rate between first and second marriages because they ain't set up the right way.
It's crazy.
You ain't gonna threesome your way there.
No.
You ain't gonna polygamy your way there.
You're not.
That was never the way it was. It's not gonna work.
No.
And man, you know, to get here, bro, I can't tell you how many times we almost didn't make it, but I can tell you that if you're willing to just not leave and you're willing to get coaching. So I had to look at it from this perspective. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on my personal and business development.
Yes.
Well, why? Well, because I wanted to succeed at the very best I could. Mm-hmm. But then we look at marriage and it's like, you should get a marriage coach. It's like, that sounds like punishment.
It does.
But I thought you wanted this thing to succeed at the very best it could.
Yes.
So, bro, 3 years ago, we went and got a marriage coach for the first time. And they taught us things about ourselves that we didn't know after being with ourselves all that time.
Wow.
And it forever changed our relationship. I don't think we've argued 3 times in the last almost 4 years.
You have a greater understanding of each other.
And realize that these differences are to be embraced, not weaponized.
Yes.
He made me an achiever and a challenger. He made you a peacemaker. So I think that you being passive and dismissive, you think I'm being aggressive and a bully. And we weaponizing this against each other for 15 years because we lack the perspective of having a coach come in and explain things. And now it's like, if she quiet, she processing. I let her process. And even if I am, I'm a tease her about it instead of chastise her about it.
Correct. There's a way to do it.
It's 100%
Right.
it is. And it's
where
done
it's even
out of
kind and cute.
100%,
Yeah.
bro. 100%. Especially when we out to eat. I'm like, you still don't know what you want.
Still processing.
We come here like 3 date nights out the month. You don't know the menu yet. You know, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. But it's like she's still buffering. But that's her. And so, yeah, I think a lot of it is like looking at, if you will get a trainer for your health, you'll get a nutritionist for your diet, you'll go get a business coach for your business, you won't get a marriage coach for your marriage? Me and my daughter at one point went to family therapy, just her and I, to go back and heal things that I didn't even realize that happened while she was growing up.
That's so big of you, man.
As a result of me pursuing the things that I was pursuing.
Wow, that's incredible.
Because here's
Proud
the
of
thing,
you.
bro. Thank you, man. I didn't necessarily agree with her perspective,
Right.
but she was entitled to it because it was her perspective.
For sure. 100%.
And gone are the days where you just say, well, how do you think we pay for it? Like, you don't get away with that. Not if you want to have a real relationship.
No, 100%.
Right? And subsequently,
It doesn't work that way. They're too smart.
they're
It doesn't work
way
that
too
way
smart
anymore.
for
Yeah,
that,
it
bro.
doesn't work that way
like,
anymore.
gone are the days that I just tell
Yeah.
you what to do.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
don't work.
Bro, she's what, 23?
And she's 23
Come
now,
on.
right? And as a result of that, she asked me to officiate their wedding. So I got to officiate my only child's wedding.
Bro, I saw that. I thought that was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
It was the most humbling honor I've ever had in my life, bro.
How did you not cry the entire time? I would have been bawling the entire time.
It's interesting. I cried not at the moment she asked, but after she asked, like when it finally hit me. As a matter of fact, I remember the exact moment it was. It was the night before the wedding, and I was doing a run through of the material. And it hit me as real as it was in that moment. The next day during the actual, oh, bro, it was like, whoa, what is really happening? But the day of the ceremony, I was good all day. You know, she had a playlist for the daddy-daughter day. It was a whole vibe, bro.
That's so cool.
And it was just humbling that she included me in that. And I know that part of that was sowing the seed of going to get healthy in our relationship a couple years prior. I don't think that happens if we don't. I'd have been an attendee.
Right,
but she wouldn't have
right.
wanted me that much of a focal point.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
And then now to have our first grand on the way, and
That's so
you know,
cool,
she's moved
man.
back to Florida, and so we like 40 minutes away from one another. It's really a blessing, bro. It's really a blessing.
That's awesome.
But it all requires work and investment.
Yes.
And we got to stop acting like what we say are the most important areas of our life don't require an investment, that we can just figure all of that out. Oh, no, I'll tell you what to do, you know. We don't need no counselor. We don't need a therapist. We don't need a coach. It's like, okay, I'm telling you right now, for me, it's like going to the chiropractor. You don't just go when your back hurt. You go for maintenance so your back won't hurt.
All right, let me put you on the spot.
Okay.
I feel like society has the wrong definition of what it is to be a man. Mm-hmm. What do you define as being a man?
One, being heterosexual.
Let's start there.
Let's start there for me.
Start there. Yeah.
Secondly, loving God, having a relationship with God. Pursuing purpose daily. Not just some dead-end thing you do and distract yourself the rest of the time.
Right.
Because I promise you, whoever does life with you, your spouse or whomever, are not getting all of you because you're not getting all of you. Provide for your family, protect your family, and be humble enough, if you are married, to submit to your wife just as much as she submits to you.
Now give me, after 18 years, what would you say to encourage young men to get married? What are the benefits? Because all they see are the negatives.
Yeah.
What are the benefits to being married?
Bro, you know, this 50-50 conversation come up a lot, and I'm going to answer that question directly. But it's so goofy to me. Like, me and my wife have been in a rhythm. There's been seasons where she had to hold me down because I'm the risk taker, and she's been more stable. And there's been other seasons where obviously I've been able to hold the fort down. But that dynamic of having like, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without my wife being in my life. Her and God have been the most consistent things in my life for the past 2 decades. And I wouldn't be in this position without her. When the scripture says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord, I know there's certain favor in my life because God assigned her to me, and I'm fulfilling part of my first ministry, which is taking care of my bride and my family. He honors that. When we honor that, the advice that I would give is for people who are telling you not to get married, find out why. Find out why. Don't look at the exterior of what you think you see, the lifestyle, the trips, the cars,
Right.
Find out why. Spend more time with understanding what's broken about that person, that they don't love themselves enough to love somebody else. Because that's more than likely the issue. They don't love themselves enough to love somebody else. They don't have enough humility to love somebody else. They're selfish, they're broken, and all the things. Now, I'm not saying some people aren't in process.
Right.
But the ones that are in process aren't telling you not to get married. It's the other ones that's telling you not to get married. So, young men out there, let me tell you something. This is real game. Uncut. Start behaving as if you're married before you are. If you loosey-goosey slanging it around and you think because you say I do, that's going to stop.
You have another thing coming, sir.
Don't fool yourself.
Don't play yourself.
Don't play it.
Do
like,
not.
Even having bachelor parties, right, that get wild, it just, none of that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm about to do this last thing to get it. None of that makes sense.
No, I agree.
It does not pencil for what you're about to do for the rest of your life. It's like,
it's silly.
it really is silly.
Yeah.
It really is silly.
Yeah.
It's an old, stupid tradition.
Yes.
That's setting you up for failure.
Yes.
Because just like when the ball dropped on New Year's and all those things you wrote down don't just suddenly happen because it's January 1st and not December.
Right.
It's the same thing. Just because you said I do, you don't feel more in love like, that's not what happens. You know what I'm saying? You realize that you now taking responsibility and ownership over a new role that you never have in your life, and you're responsible for more than just you forever. That's what happens. The bliss and all, no, the ceremony that's the party for everybody else.
Yeah.
For you, the reality sets in. And I don't want guys to be confused, just thinking like, you know, they say get it all out your system. I agree with that to some extent, but before you get married, you want to start acting as though you are before you are. You got to start developing that muscle memory and the habit of being a responsible man. You won't flip a switch and just become one.
Being disciplined.
Got to be disciplined.
Yeah. I think the best way to learn discipline, in my opinion, is to go to the gym.
I agree with that.
Just go to the gym. There's it's crazy how much discipline that builds.
Yeah, it does. And I'm there 6 days a week, so I get it. So much so, to your point, I feel naked if I didn't do it.
Yes.
That type of discipline.
Yes.
To where when you don't do it, you feel bad. That's strong. That's strong. Yeah, I want marriages to win. And I'm just telling, it's an instruction manual for it. You stay close to that, you got a great shot. You deviate from that, you're guaranteed to lose.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to lose. If it's based on your opinion, her opinion, if it's based on your feeling, her feeling, like if there's no submission to one another, it won't work. It's got to be sometimes, we say it flippantly where it's like, happy wife, happy life. That's not true. That ain't true. You could be miserable.
That's
and
a
she
lie
could be,
they sold
that,
you.
that is a lie, bro. That's 100%
That's a lie they sold you.
What is true is sometimes that ain't the hill I need to die on. Sometimes it's, you know what? I disagree with your perspective, but I'm going to let you win today. You got it. And then you got to trust God enough that he's going to speak to her in a way that she'll double back and maybe bring it back up.
Right.
But when you try to shut her down and tell her how to think, what to think, when to think it, all the rest of it, you got a problem on your hands. Marriage is not a dictatorship. It's servantship. Mm-hmm. And the people in the marriage who try to outserve each other and outplease each other will have a healthy marriage. But if it's all about one or the other, you're in trouble.
I think to your point, I think a good thing to keep in mind for a marriage is don't forget to continuously chase and hunt your partner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? The hunt shouldn't end just because you're now married.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. You need to do it more.
Yes.
Actually. Right? Like I came down here, shot 3 pods today. Tomorrow, my wife's done with a conference. She gonna get on the train from Orlando. I'm gonna pick her up, right? And then we gonna hang out for the rest. Like you gotta do those things.
Yes.
I respect you taking all the trips throughout the year. That's, some will call that sacrifice. That just show me that you got your priorities straight.
Mm-hmm. That's why I do this. That's what's important to me.
100%, bro. Yeah. And it's important to always chase. It's important to check in. It's important to have dialogue. It's important to have vision, right? A lot of, money is right up there with one of the leading causes of divorce.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not always a lack of money. It's a lot of the time a lack of vision of what we're supposed to be doing with the money. Mm. So one person is a visionary, want to build and, build legacy and all the things. And the other one is consumer driven. And so you mad at this one because they seem irresponsible when the truth is where there's no vision, the people will perish. Mm. Everything that does not have vision in your life subsequently is dying. And so you guys are at each other when y'all never had alignment. Marriage ain't about being in agreement. It's about being in alignment. And the only way you're going to do that is having vision conversations. But in order for the man to have vision, he probably need to talk to his creator to get vision.
That was really wise what you just said right now. Marriage is not about agreement. It's about alignment.
100%, bro. Me and my wife ain't got to agree on everything. We just got to be aligned about what the ultimate goal is.
That's so true.
Because my methodologies will differ from hers.
For sure. And they should.
100%.
They should.
But at the end of the day, she knows at this intersection point, we're going to be meeting at where we're aligned.
Yes.
Our methodologies and modalities to get there will be different.
18 years.
18 years, bro. And don't see no sign of slowing down.
Mm-mm. My parents are completing 45 years.
Strong, bro.
October 18th, I think it is.
Strong.
45 years.
I think my parents are closer to 49 or 50 years now. February 10th coming up. It's crazy, bro. It says a lot when you see people that have been together. And I know some people say, yeah, but they could be miserable. And that could be true. But it still says something about people who are able to stay committed to one another.
They could have left.
They could have left, bro.
They could have left.
They could have left.
Yeah.
They could have left.
I mean, at the end of the day, no one's here holding you hostage.
Facts.
You can leave.
Facts.
You stayed because you probably knew the grass was not going to be greener on the other side.
Let's be clear.
Right.
Let's be clear. And I'm glad you brought that up because this is another misnomer in marriage. The way that God put this together, he never intended for your partner to fully complete you.
No.
He intended on giving, so when we talking 80-20, he gave you them for the 80%, but then he also gave the 20% that you don't like to teach you how to love unconditionally, which is being Christ-like.
To your point, dating
Yes.
is a modern idea.
Yes, bro. Talk about it. Talk about it.
We originally were arranged. There was no figuring out if I like you or not. It's we were put together. This will be your husband. Your father arranged.
Yeah.
This is going to be your wife. This is going to be your husband. And you go live happily. You go learn to love this person.
And there was a dowry involved.
Yes.
To where the husband had to pay the father from taking the daughter out of the family unit.
Correct.
Because she was a contributor to the ecosystem of that family.
Exactly. And now you lost me a worker.
That part. That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, Leo. For people who aren't conscious enough to go and read and investigate, they just copy what they last saw.
Right.
And this guy telling you about how, he bring women in the bedroom with his wife, and on the outside you think that they killing it, when on the inside it's killing him. Mm-hmm. And you don't know that. So then you introduce that. So we copying the wrong thing. We got to get back to copying the original.
People don't understand energy, and how contaminating that is for your relationship.
That's a word, bro.
You know,
That's a word. And it's hard to get that contamination out of it.
what did Jada call it? An entanglement that she was in. You're right. It is an entanglement of energies.
That's a fact, bro. Soul ties is a real thing, man. It sounds whimsical.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Transferring that energy.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
In your bed, in your house.
Yeah.
You know, and you still want to be able to connect with your wife at a deep level. It's hard.
It is. It is. Yeah, bro. I mean, I really hope that somebody was blessed by this conversation today, because we ain't leave nothing.
Bro, I don't see a stone that hasn't been unturned.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Bro, I want to hang out with you.
Let's do it.
We got to hang out.
Let's do it.
I'm
down at, bro, whatever you want to do.
Like, we just connect at a different level, and I think we just got to be boys.
Yeah. You like coming to Orlando. I like coming down here. So that's a no-brainer. We just got to
100%.
put some intentionality behind it and make it happen.
Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, you dropped bombs, gems.
I appreciate you, bro. Hopefully somebody was fed by this.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'm excited for your clients.
I appreciate that, bro.
I am. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for, bro, the energy you put out is authentic. You know, it's pure godly energy. And I mean that in the purest way. And I think when you go through life that way and you dedicate yourself to a cause, to a why, that transfers to everything that you do.
That's real.
Right? So I'm not shocked that your clients are being extremely successful and having all this growth really, really fast, because you're aligned. Right? So it's channeling through you. It's coming through you uninterrupted. Right? And that's bleeding over to everything that you do.
Do you know we actually pray with our clients, each one of them, when we onboard them?
That's awesome. Are they okay with that?
Yeah, we ask for permission.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know why you wouldn't be, but yeah.
Yeah. But I just think it's mandatory for everything you just said.
Yes.
I always want to remember I'm not him. he just gets to use me to do things through me. And so I just like to invite him in at the onset of what we're doing to just acknowledge him and let him know, like, we know you're in control. So do what you want to do with this. And it's been working out pretty good.
And we'll leave it at that. Mic drop. Let the people know where they can find you, your social media, website, whatever you want to share.
Brian Adamson Official on all platforms. If you ever want to come check out one of our Purpose to Profits challenges, you could go to www.purpose2profitschallenge.com.
Incredible.
Appreciate you, bro.
Bro, you're a great human.
Thank you, bro. Likewise, man.
Thank you, bro.
Likewise.
Can't wait to see how you live life and how you go through it, because it's admirable and it's something that people should follow. As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
Every day, bro. It's a discipline. You know it.
Yeah,
You know it.
100%.
People need to understand, just like them, we got a ton of nasty stuff in us.
Oh, probably more than them. Which is what makes us qualified.
Facts, bro. Seriously, man.
Because we've overcame that mountain.
Yeah. And we fight every day to make sure that we don't go back, bro. We fight every day to make
The
sure.
fuck? We're still human.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
But we have other priorities,
For sure.
other understandings.
For sure. And it's a blessing to even be able to have conversations like this, bro.
I agree.
Unfiltered, for the people,
Yes.
not with our own
Raw.
self-interest. Like, we didn't come here to do anything other than feed the people and have a good time with one another.
Exactly.
You know?
And that we did.
For sure. For sure. I appreciate you,
Brian,
bro.
thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, man.
Yes, sir.
What an incredible conversation.
Man.
Gems were dropped. Brian was on fire. Guys, go follow Brian. If you're a coach looking to make a shitload of money, reach out to my boy right here. He's going to hook you up. Guys, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll see you guys next time.